when Chuck talks about being homeless. Yep, that's right. In Tampa, Chuck Harder was homeless, and how somebody that he helped noticed Chuck under a bridge. Yep, Chuck Harder, hard to believe, under a bridge. Helped him, gave him some clothes, and got back on his feet, and there you go. But, we all go through things, folks, and Chuck just had a special calling on his life, and definitely the radio was a place where Chuck was able to be at his finest. And Chuck wrote, he did the newspaper, he wrote books, and there's books on Amazon that you could still get, but he was just gifted in so many different ways. But the main gift was, again, to impart information that what was going on. Trump talks about it, the fake news. Well, Chuck cut through all of that stuff, and he would not talk about O.J. Simpson back in the 90s. He wanted to talk about things that were relevant, things that were important, and he just did not have tolerance for garbage. He wanted to make sure that Americans were in the know so they didn't get hosed over by their politicians, and if they were, he'd call them out by name. And that was pretty awesome. And Capitol Hill, he'd blow up the switchboards where, you'd put pressure on them, and he'd put out the 1-800 numbers so people would call, and Capitol Hill operators would call back, or senators' offices would call, their secretaries would ask, could you please tell Chuck Harder to stop giving the numbers out? Well, he didn't. He'd actually give them more to put pressure on him. But, Chuck did this. He immobilized people. He empowered, he equipped people, put the right tools in people's hands so people wouldn't lose money, whether it was their house that they were going to lose that was in foreclosure. I mean, he saved so many people from demise, it's not even funny. And there's people that still call me saying, Chuck saved me money. He saved my business, saved my house. So that's why we want to do this book. That's why we want to do this video, folks. And to be honest with you, we haven't done great financially so far since Chuck's passing last month. We've raised $238. And actually, I even hate to say this, but $100 of that dollars actually had to be reversed because somebody said they wanted to just give $1. But I decided to put $100 of mine in there to fix that. And so I did. Maybe it was a mere accident. I'll never know what happened there. I don't know if somebody did it on spite. I hate to think that they didn't. But anyways, yeah, if you really had to hold me to it, $138 we've raised. Folks, $7,500 for a book chronicling all of this and Chuck's life and legacy, and a DVD. I don't think that's a lot to ask. Do you? I don't think so. If you can help in any way, please send your donation online to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. You can put it on a bank card. You can put it on a credit card. And I don't see your information other than PayPal. And we've had no issues whatsoever with any breaches. It's all secure. We have a site lock on our website, so nobody's going to hack into your credit card numbers. And I know people are nervous about that. But if you'd like to send a check, if that would be easier for you, I have some people that like to do that and have done that through the years that support our efforts here at For the People. We still originate the broadcast from Tampa, Florida. That's where Chuck kicked off the broadcast back. You heard it on WFLA back in 1985. I have a family here. We do it here, and it works. I'll be heading to White Springs to get those pictures for the book and doing more research, picking more brains across the country to just get the right story, the timeline, so it all matches up, so we know locations, where Chuck was, and when and where and how. The 5 W's of journalism, as Chuck taught me: who, what, why, where, and when. You can't go wrong there. You don't get that from CNN. You don't get that from MSNBC. You know that. But we want the book to be relevant and historically correct. It's important to get it right. And so that's going to take a little time, but we want to get it out by bare minimal the end of summer. And that's the timeline, so something to look forward to coming up. But we need your help. So please make a donation today if you haven't already. Please make a donation. What we'd like to do is not so many likes when we request it, but tangible donations. And even if it's $1, folks, if that's the least that you could do, that's okay. But if everybody could just do their part, I know that we would have no problem. But we know that there's plenty of people that remember Chuck and can definitely make a donation. If you can do it bigger, that would be a godsend. We appreciate it so much. Make sure you share the show today and share the show to anybody that you know that would appreciate where we're coming from. All right? I'm Keith Allen for the people saying all the best. May God bless and have a great weekend.